Guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'll be showing you how I did this set of like beach themed Bahama Island girl nails. It was inspired by aespa's new song Bahama. If you know, you know. If you don't know, get to know. Yeah, anyways, I just started out by designing it with a bunch of pics I found from Pinterest, and then I went in with my e-file and basically took off the shiny layer from all of the nails, obviously after I measured, you know, all of the sizes correctly, just to make sure that the gel sticks to them properly, and then I just dusted that off. I started off with my first shade of blue, and just a disclaimer, because I got all my nail products from just like different places, some when I went on my career trip, some on Amazon, I might not be able to link everything in the description box, but I will try my best to find everything. I went in with this like jelly blue shade. I started off with the original shade because I kind of wanted like a different like base color undertone thingy. I don't know the right word, sorry. And then I went in with some hard gel and I started drawing like these lines over the nail just to give like a ocean wave vibe. I wanted to start off with something simple, I guess. My hard gel is sticky. After you cure it, I just went in with some nail polish remover and kind of gently went over those lines. For this nail, I went in with a very light lilac shade. I fully cured that one, and then I went in with a matte top coat on top of that, and I cured that for about 30 seconds, so the top layer was still a bit tacky, in order to create this like aura effect that you often see on Instagram. And then I went in with a blending brush and an old makeup palette, and I basically just dabbed and dabbed and dabbed until I was satisfied with the effect that it gave. I went ahead and top coated that and cured it fully, and then I wanted it to be a bit more than just the aura nail, so what I did was that I took 2 butterfly charms and I used some rhinestone glue to stick them on the nail, and this is a really good glue, by the way. It cures quite quickly, and when I use it, things don't really fall off like at all. This next nail I went in with this very cute shade of pink. I did about 2 coats and then a top coat, and I fully cured everything. And then I took some 3D like molding art gel and I basically just like played around with it on the nail until I was satisfied with the design. I just took one of my nail art brushes and played around with a couple pink and red shades until I was happy with the color of the flower. I would say that this nail actually took me the longest because I kind of did that artist thing where you would like it for 2 seconds and you look away and then you hate it. So yeah, here it is. Now I went in with quite a light shade of blue, and then I fully cured that, added a clear top coat, cured that as well, and then I went in using my finger. I added this white chrome powder on top to get this like iridescent effect. I once again went in with another layer of top coat, and I then fully cured that. Using the rhinestone glue that I mentioned earlier, I basically did like a ring around the nail, and then I used my charm tweezers to try and carefully add all the charms into the places that I wanted. This one I went in with a milky white. I did about 2 layers of that, and then I also did the same thing that I did like 2 nails ago, which was a layer of matte top coat, and I didn't fully cure it, and then I took a green eyeshadow and I just did the same thing. Done, I top coated it and fully cured it under my UV lamp, and then I took a dotting tool and some pastel green gel polish, and I wanted to create like, you know, those hibiscus flowers like designs that you see on Instagram. Yeah, I tried my best to recreate that. Wasn't that great, but it was something and I took it. Which was basically just doing 3 dots, like 3 pointed dots for each petal of the flower and then dragging lines down into the middle, which is actually harder than it looks, guys. But anyways, and then I just added like a pearl charm into the middle, and that is the first hand done. Next nail, I added the same jelly blue polish directly onto the nail this time, and then I fully cured that, and then I added a very thin layer of the milky white nail polish from before. I didn't cure this because I'm going for like an ocean effect. I'll show you what it looks like at the end. And then I took my clear top coat and I basically just dotted that all over the nail, and then until it made like that ocean pool type effect, and I'll show you at the end if you don't know what I'm talking about. So I did this, I quickly flash cured it so it didn't drip off the nail, and then I fully cured it, and yeah, this is the effect. I went in with the rhinestone glue again, and I added some pearl gems on top just to create like my own interpretation of bubbles. For this nail, I went in with the milky white as a base, and then I just recreated the same aura technique that I used for the other nails, but instead of just one color, I picked a couple different colors just to create like a colorful, fun vibe on the nail. And then I top coated this, cured it fully, and then I used my 3D gel just to add some lines across the nail, and yeah. Again, because my 3D gel is tacky, I just went in with some rubbing alcohol. Next one, I went in with 2 coats of a blue nail polish, coated that with clear top coat, and then I took this 3D hard gel that I actually got in Korea, and it's such a pretty color, and I think this is probably my favorite nail overall, and I split that into parts, and for 4 of the parts I just rolled them up really thinly for the legs of the jellyfish, and I just molded it as I saw fit onto the nail. I went in with my lovely rhinestone glue again, just to add some pearls around the jellyfish so it just looked less boring. So I went in for another aura nail. Can you tell that I really like doing these? I found out how to do it randomly one day, and now I will do it at every opportunity. But anyways, I went in with this, top coated it, and did another flower onto it, and yeah. Once I had done this, I went in with a top coat on top of my design, and then I added a couple of gold beads into the middle. So for the last nail, I added this very light peachy shade onto the nail, and then I didn't add a top coat, but I fully cured it so the top was still tacky, and then I added these flakes on top, but I didn't really like the effect, so I went in with a chrome powder on top to try and cover it, and I think it looked kind of decent. And then I went in with my rhinestone glue again, and I added just a couple gold, blue and purple charms on top. And if you looked at my plan for the nails in the beginning of the video, I didn't actually have a plan for the final nail, so this was kind of just what I came up with last minute, and I think by this point I was just super tired, so I just like put together whatever I thought of first. So it is a random nail, but I ended up liking it more than I thought. And here are all the nails. I'm really happy with how these turned out, and I hope you guys like them as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.